Hey YouTube, Ken here. Just want to share a video of my latest build. This is the treehouse from Nightmare Before Christmas. Took quite a bit of work. What I did was, and you'll see here in just a few seconds, I went and took a piece of branch off of one of my trees in the backyard, cut it down, and this gave me kind of like a template, give me an idea of where I could put the face, where I could put the arms and the branches on top. So by doing this, basically it gave me the blueprint of what I was going to complete. Here it shows that I'm using clay. I use a clay called DAS, D-A-S, if I remember correctly. It's very easy to work with. You spray it down, form it the way you want to, and then it dries really hard like a rock. So it's really good stuff. Here you can see I just took a few branches, tiny little twigs off of the same tree, and formed the arms and the hands. If you have any questions, just ask below, leave a comment. Now here I use the same clay, formed the face, and you can get a tool set. So you can see there on the right side, you can get a tool set on Amazon or like Hobby Lobby to form the whatever you want into the clay. Now these little guys, I actually purchased these. I could have made them, but it would have taken a whole lot of time. So I went ahead and just bought them, and it turned out pretty good as far as scale. How these little men compared to the tree. So here I'm using a little peg. This will help the tree stand without toppling over. Put a little peg, and then I drilled a hole into the piece of wood. And here you see the twigs again. I'm forming the arms. You can turn them up and down. You can, once you have them where you want them, you want to put a little bit of clay to kind of build up the shoulders. Here I place the face into the trunk of the tree, and then you just build around it with the same clay. Now I use this paint. It's a black paint, flat paint. You want to start with the flat paint for the base. And what you're going to do is you're going to spray the whole thing down, and then you're going to get a brown. It could just be any brown color. Spray the whole thing just lightly to give it a brown. Yeah, I guess the highlights is what I'm trying to say here. You want to give it put highlights with the brown spray paint, and then if you can find some, I think Testers sells it, little bottles of flat. Excuse me, not flat black, but I can't recall what it's called. But you can use a flat black, but you also want to use now I remember what it's called. It's a wash, a black wash. If you go to Testers website or go to a hobby store and buy Testers black paint, it's just a wash. And what you're going to do is get a fine paintbrush, and you're going to dip it into that wash and just go into those crevices that you see here. All these little lines on the trunk, you want to go over with that black wash just to give it some depth. And here I just used just a regular twine that you can or thread that you can find at a hobby store. Anything will work that looks like rope. And I built nooses, and I put them over the on the necks of these little guys, and then I just simply tied it to the branches of the tree. Very simple. Here I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. This tells you I have the ruler, the tape rule next to the tree, just telling you, giving you an idea how tall, how wide the tree is. Anyway, got more coming. I got a Nightmare Before Christmas jack house building that I'm building now. I'll share it later. See you guys.